Everyone, without further ado, this is the Ariella Blue Effect. Artists, extraordinary people, and business spotlight. Thank you all so much for tuning in and joining us today. For this wonderful, wonderful spotlight, we are broadcasting live over 2 Facebook live stream platforms and Instagram and the Blog Talk Radio, y'all. So let's get started, you guys. Today, I am extremely excited and honored to have this king call into our studio today to do this interview. Let us welcome, celebrate, and spotlight this unmistakably, amazingly gifted actor, author, and NAACP Image Award recipient and Hall of Famer, star of the 70s and 80s hit television show What's Happening? What's Happening Now? And playing his infamous character Raj on those shows. In addition to his reoccurring role as Mr. Omar on hit television show Everybody Hates Chris, based on comedian Chris Rock's childhood. He also starred in highly acclaimed motion picture film Malcolm X, y'all. So without further ado, please welcome to the Blue Room, y'all, my longtime, dearest of friends, King Ernest L. Thomas. What's up, Ernest?
How are you, baby?
I am doing great. Did you hear your intro?
I loved it.
You did? You heard it? Okay, I just wanted to make sure you caught that intro.
I caught it, baby. That was awesome.
Oh, well, we know that you certainly deserve more than just that, Ernest, to be honest with you. You know, you are an icon. You're an icon in my generation and even now. It is just remarkable, all the works that you've done. And we are extremely excited to honor and spotlight you today. You are very...
Hey guys, I got the uncle on the radio. Philosopher, actress, of course, great mother, you know, wife and all those things, but your talent, just your talent, and I want the world to know about you. So I'm anxiously awaiting for this and watching your star ascend.
Oh my gosh.
Let you express all of that. So from all the 4 corners of the world, embrace Ariella. All right, so that
Yes. I mean, and I've had so many hits, okay, all over social media platforms, everywhere. LinkedIn, Twitter, I don't care, Instagram, Facebook, everywhere. And people have been going crazy because you were coming on to the show to do this interview. And they were all saying, oh my God, I love him. One of the persons okay, I'm going to give you 2 people right now. I'm going to put this right on out here. One is the daughter to my uncle Augie Johnson of Side Effect. His daughter Tashina. Tashima. Yeah, she expressed on Instagram just how much of a heart of gold that you have. And that she remembers you telling her and expressing how much you loved my uncle's music. And she is just crazy about you. She couldn't wait. Okay? And aside from her, the voice on the dramatics, the Doggy Dog World, the female singer that sings on all the Tupac stuff and everybody else's and Dr. Dre stuff, her name is Nancy Fletcher. She's listening in from Brooklyn, New York. She loves you and is crazy about you too, and was all on social media making that known.
Oh, bless you, Nancy. Oh, that's
y'all. You got so much love.
Lord.
You got so much love.
Thank God. Thank you, Jesus.
Look, you got so much love, and I have so much that I want to talk to you about. So first of all, welcome, King, to the Blue Room. Thank you so much again for joining us today to do this interview. We're really super excited and happy and honored, okay, to celebrate and spotlight your great works, your legacy today with all of the city of Las Vegas, Los Angeles, Atlanta, Chicago, New York. Everybody's listening, okay? I even got my girl Claudia, I know, is listening over in Germany, okay? So what I'm saying is,
I love it.
That's right, okay. So we want to jump right in there. There is a few interview questions that I have for you. You know, while your fans and your friends, your family, everybody listening in today, Ernest, can you please tell our audience a little bit about where you are from and where you grew up?
Yes, I am from the great city of Gary, Indiana, better known as Michael Jackson's town. Michael Jackson, you know, of course, Janet Jackson 5, you know.
Right.
Denise Williams, you know, it came out of there. And so I grew up in Gary, Indiana, church boy, you know, church front, storefront church, Gospel Temple Church, God in Christ. Was on the welfare, relief, all that, you know, got bullied a lot, you know, because I was a thin, asthmatic kid, and because the daddy wasn't there. And at that time, most of my friends had, most of the neighbors had the kids under had their father. So you just got laughed at. You know, you get the lunch money taken, all of that. And it didn't help that I was a church boy as well, and hand-down clothes, cheap clothes. Even they were new, it was so-called this is it. But it was cheap. Everybody knows when you look at those clothes, you do what?
Okay.
But I never thought of, go ahead, please.
No, go ahead. I'm listening. We all listening.
Okay, yeah, so from there, so I had a great social worker, so my dream was to become a social worker. I never in a million years, I still pinch myself when I, you know, said I'm an actor. And I tell people, you don't know what God has in store, but it's a frightening thing when, you know, God sends you on to give you this mission, and you're like, I don't know what to do with this.
Right.
But so I wanted to be a social worker, and that was my goal, always to be that social worker. And but it was tough, you know, like I said, growing up, because I had a love of God. That was the main thing that kept me, the love of Christ. But I was in and out of the hospital, in doctor's office and hospital with asthma. Sometimes praying for them. So asthma, and you know, it's still a kid to this day, but there was, you know, I since we were going to go to heaven anyway, I said, Lord, just take me, you know, because it's so bad at times. So
Right.
God had something in store. I know now with this great thing, what's happening and being known all over the world and everybody experience. But my goal was to social work, but that changed in college. When a friend of mine, you know, he just kept saying that, Ernie, you know, you make me laugh, man, you crack me up, man, you're an actor. And I'm like, no, I can't. You know, like, what the hell is that? I could never. And he kept, you know, on me until eventually I took the course, got an A in it, and he made me go to this audition for the American Academy, the acting school in New York. I got accepted. Everything just started, but it was like a Twilight Zone, really, you know. Never, again, every step of the way, scared, but just moving as God told me, you know. And that's what I tell people is, God will take you out of your comfort zone and give you a word that is so scary, you know.
That's right.
I know nothing about acting. Okay, I'm already going to look at that in a half hour, baby.
Look at you on grandpa duty. You on grandpa duty, E? What I'm gonna do with you? You on grandpa duty?
I don't know. But I tell people, and they say, "What's the secret?" And I said, "The secret is Jesus Christ." You know, ask anything in my name, and I can't emphasize that enough because I had nothing. I didn't have any connections. You know, and you look at most of the friends that most of the people that I said, they are still are dead or alcoholics. You know,
right.
So very few. You know, yeah, Gary now, if I could, was very capital twice years in a row. So it really is a blessing. You know, but everything is trusting in God, being afraid all along the way. And God amazed me because I swear, I can't believe it. Even now, I cannot believe 44 years later, people are still talking. You know, I go down the street and there'll be a white person and this white girl just started crying. And she started crying like, "Oh my God, you babysat me, and I was in foster homes, and you were my babysitter."
That's right.
So I had so much for that half hour. Who knows?
She kept it real.
You don't know the comfort. Yeah.
She kept it 1,000. You raised a lot of us. I don't think you know that.
I don't. I swear. Because I take it for granted. Every time someone tells me something like, "Oh, I paid," because I had to go to the illness, so I had pain right now, but I had to take my pain pill.
Oh Lord, we praying for you in regards to that stuff.
So the doctor I went to says, "Oh, they took all the rides, and you were the reason I went to medical school." And Rod was about Victoria, and he spoke to articulate, you know, those things. You know, a lady that was going to commit suicide. You know, in New Jersey, I was in Newark taking the train to a speaking engagement, and I saw mention of this lady. You know, "Hey, give me your autograph." I knew she recognized me. And later on, she put on Facebook, you know, "Thank you, Ernest Thomas. Jesus sent you." Because I was going to jump on the way to the train that comes, I could jump. And I wanted to go. I'm tired with 3 kids, no money. So things like that. Then I said, "Lord, that's why I'm here. That's why the fame and what's happening. So because I can do good deeds, you know."
Wow. That's amazing. I appreciate you sharing that with our listeners because I'm sure that there are so many of us, like I said, that you have no idea that you did raise. A lot of us in LA were latchkey kids. So I don't know what we would have done without shows like What's Happening, okay? And it depicted us in our neighborhoods of South Central Los Angeles, you know?
Oh,
that's how it was. At what age, Ernest, did you know that you had a gift for acting, that you really realized, like, hey, I think that I do have something here? When did it hit you?
That's a good question. Really good question. I think when I went to acting school, and you're not supposed to do any job. They don't want you to do anything to you know. So you're supposed to be in school the whole time. So they won't allow you, even if you got casted. But I did a play, and a Broadway producer was in the audience. So I was the first one out of the 60 students. He chose me, you know, and it was called the Miracle Play. So, and then they hated on me too.
Well, we gotta thank our haters. Our haters are our fuel.
Oh, we gotta thank our haters, Ariella.
Well, we gotta love them.
They would speak to me. You got to. I said, "Oh my God," you know. And so that's when I knew when I got that. I got from the Daily News. Kathleen Carroll gave me these great reviews. That made it even worse because one of the top critics said that Ernest Thomas is the thing, you know. So when I came back to finish out school, you know, they gave me the cold shoulder, and I went to the head of the school, and I said, you know, hey, everybody's being so mean to me. She's an Ernest. Welcome to show business. What do you?
Right, that part.
Yeah. But that was it. That doing that before being chosen out of all of them, and then getting that review.
Right.
On top of that.
Right.
Okay, God. You know. Okay, Lord, I get it. Yeah.
Well, it's good to know, and for other young people who are trying to do what you're doing, that, you know, they are going to have to go through some things. And it's not always a walk in the park. And for you to speak on that, that keeps it real.
Yes, and I can't emphasize that enough, because I do, you know, over the years, I've definitely come to, you know, mentored kids, and most of the time they run away because they're so afraid, even if you open up the door. I mean, I've had singers I've taken to MCA, I've had writers I've taken to Sony, and they will sabotage the deal every time.
Right.
Because they're afraid they don't see what I see, and if they got to go back home to Compton or South Central, whatever, you outnumbered, right? And I keep telling them that Jesus don't lie. Ask anything my name, but y'all got to trust me. You can't listen to Mama, with all due respect. Mama don't mean no harm. They just don't believe in the supernatural. They don't believe that God can take you from being unknown to being global in seconds. So I said, it ain't about what you feel. You know, forget about your feelings. Your feelings are traitors to your soul. You gotta get up and go after it, even if you don't feel like it.
Amen.
Praying, asking God again for guidance, asking God for guidance, but live each day like it's your last. And I said, none of y'all have done that. It's impossible for you not to make it. If you live each day like it's your last, you're gonna die. Trust me, things will come out of you, words to say. You'll become a magnet. You'll draw people to you. You'll have ideas. You'll be woken up at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, ideas on how, I should do this, I should do this. But they don't do that. So you haven't. And they haven't. They'll tell you they haven't done that. That's until you access each day as your last day. And you're asking God, thank you, God, I'm trusting you no matter how I look, God.
That's right.
I believe you, God, I affirm. Thank you, God, for my show. Thank you, God, for my record deal. Thank you, God, for my screenplay being international. Thank you, God, for whatever gift it is. You know?
This is right.
Living each day like it's your last, and no matter how you feel, get your butt up. Get your butt up, get in that shower.
Tell him, Ernest.
Move forward.
Tell him.
In front of others. Yeah, and I don't care and anybody that don't agree, I told you, I've had it with people like, oh, Ernest, you crazy, man. You think you're going to get a show? We've been out here forever. I've been acting since I was 2 or whatever. And I said, okay, brother, you know what? God bless you, but we cannot have a conversation again.
That's right.
I only have people that talk to me that agree with my dreams, but God don't lie.
They already defeated. They defeated from the gate.
I talk to you, I can't, you got to. Ariella, you got to let them go.
That's
and
right.
I'll stop them in a minute. And some people, even church folks, will say,
yep.
Yeah, but it's kind of hard. I said, take it back. Take it back.
That's right.
Take it back. And I said, God said, ask anything by name. Don't tell me when something is hard.
That's right.
World is saying, take it back. And then they go, I said, you know what? Excuse me. God bless you. I'll walk away. I ain't got time to give them time to talk. You know?
Right, because people look for happiness in so many other places. Yeah. You know, they don't look within, and they don't know that within is God. That's who you're looking at. We're made in His image. So through Him, all things are possible. Yes. Speak on it. Speak on it, Ernest. You just dropped a gem. Thank you for that gem.
Yeah, and get this, Ariella.
What?
All of them were more talented than me. I'll give you that. They were kids, and that time, they had the light skin, the good hair, and they had the talent. They had the light skin and the good hair.
But you see, it's not always about that.
No.
Right.
It's the faith, baby.
That's right.
God will give you favor. He gives you favor above all those people who got more talent, but they don't have the faith.
That's right.
So God will catapult you above all all those people, when you act as each day is your last.
That's right.
Dealing with your feelings. You're going to do what God said, not what your feelings say. God will put you ahead of all the people who are more talented than you, but they don't have the faith. And then I got more hate, because now you show them. You can talk all day long. But when you cut them off, I can't have no conversation with you. I'm on the mission of God. Then next thing they know, they see TV and see you on a top 10 TV show within a year.
Ooh.
By the way, that happened within a year.
Wow.
So you talking about hate? One guy wants to fight. Yeah. Someone had to come to him. One of my friends had to want to fight. He was so angry that he didn't get that role.
Wow.
But it is what it is, you know?
What's for you, you'll have.
Happens. And you gotta, yeah, baby. I'm telling you. They will not. This guy's having to fight. I cannot tell you that, hey, I lost a lot of people. And God will send you new friends.
Right.
You gotta get new friends.
This is true, because we have to surround ourselves with those that are like-minded. So this is the truth, and we don't always need to look to man to hand you things. You have to look to God to receive those blessings, and I am in 1,000% agreement with you. Which brings me to my next question. Now, I know that you're inspired by the Spirit, but what or who inspired you to begin a career journey in television and film? Was there someone you saw on television? Was there someone you said, you know what, I think I can do it like this, for like Billy D. Williams or something? I don't know. Did you have an inspiration?
Once I decided to be an actor, and of course I've always looked up to this guy anyway, Sidney Poitier.
There it is. There it is.
Yeah.
There it is.
And Sammy Davis Jr. for a whole different thing. But then when I actually was pursuing the acting, then Sidney really became like, I want to watch everything.
Everything that he did.
Read everything on him. But,
right.
Yeah, and it's like I brought him, then meeting him, again, the power of faith, then actually meeting him, I had what's happening at the time, and I took a friend there. My friend wanted me to come to the casting thing with him so I could go over the role with him. Sidney sees me and says, I know you want to be in my picture. This is unreal. Let me
oh my gosh.
Are you kidding me?
Right.
Doing little projects, okay. Now I'm actually in front of the man, and he's telling me, I want you. And I see you, I watch your show, and I went, hell no.
Wow.
You know you don't watch what's happening. He told me the exact words. He did a scene from what's happening.
Well,
he did a scene from what's
what?
happening.
You gotta be kidding me. Well, he showed you he was a true fan. That's a true fan. No Roger, no rerun, no rent.
No Roger, no rerun, no rent. So that was, and then he told me, even after that, I saw him years later, and it was a political fundraiser, and was at Quincy Jones' house, and he told everybody, he said, this guy here, he said, I didn't pay him much money, but I owe him so much for his performance. I mean, come on. I wasn't expecting, but he let everyone know, I owe this guy so much, because I just took whatever my agent was upset, because I just took whatever he offered. I didn't try to negotiate.
Right.
Sidney Poitier, piece of the action.
Wow. That's what I wanted to know. My great-grandmother, Emily Eves, was in Uptown Saturday Night with Sidney Poitier.
What?
Yes, she was.
No,
no. She's passed away. Her and Aunt Esther were best friends. She was one of Aunt Esther's church friends on the show. She was the one that they called the white lady with the cat glasses that could sing.
Yeah.
Around here, remember when Fred? Remember when he got sick? And Aunt Esther had all her church friends surrounding his bed. I got a shot of that.
Right.
Yeah, so that's some real talk right there, Sidney Poitier, because that's what I grew up on.
Baby.
Yeah. That's what I grew up on.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they were regulars on the Gong Show too. Mm-hmm.
Really?
Really? Oh.
You got that show business in your blood.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Exactly, that part.
Yeah.
What would you say? What would you say, Ernest, is the most memorable moment while working on the set of What's Happening?
Ooh, that's a good one. I think the Doobie Brothers. I think the Doobie Brothers coming on. When the Doobie Brothers did the show, because
Which Doobie you be?
I didn't know who they were. Which Doobie?
That came from my husband. That came from Sid. He was in the background. Which Doobie you be?
Oh, really? Oh, man. How's he doing? Yeah, man.
He's doing good. We can't wait to come out there to see you.
Oh, absolutely, baby.
We gotta come back to Cali.
Yeah, which Doobie you be?
So what that's the most memorable. Okay, so same question, Ernest, but while filming Malcolm X. Ooh.
Wow, man.
Boom.
Now that, my
Ooh.
God, because again, I never thought I'd get that role. But after 3 callbacks, I think, God, I have to when Denzel was so, people don't understand, and it ain't like we hang or nothing like that. It ain't like he trying to put me in nothing. I can say this without any of that. I can say this unconditionally. That man, Denzel, is the greatest there is.
Wow.
He's just the greatest actor to me, period.
Wow.
Okay, right now. But when he was, I remember he was very sick. He had, I think he almost had the pneumonia or the flu. But remember, he getting up at 6 in the morning or 5 in the morning to be there. And that scene, I'm on the stage and he's speaking to the big congregation, And my father is sitting next to me, and you can see my father, hating on Malcolm in the scene. And I'm shocked to see my father's not clapping. But Denzel, he was in the ninth tower of being Malcolm X. Wow. If you hear his voice, his spirit, everything, to me, that was Malcolm X in the fullest.
Wow.
And it was just that moment. It was that moment.
Where he made you believe. He made you believe in that character. He made you believe it.
And he was sick.
Wow.
Yeah, but keep in mind, he was sick, though.
That's like, wow.
But beyond that.
That's the Kobe Bryant of acting.
Yes. Yes. Yes, baby. He was sick as a dog, but you never know it.
Wow. That's amazing. I really appreciate you sharing that because we don't know what it's like to be on the set with Denzel Washington shooting the film, but we know that you do, King. Which brings me to my next question. Could you briefly tell our audience about your passion for your new book project, Conversations with My Mother, and why this book and message are so important to you?
Oh, yes. Well, my mother, as far as earthly people, for me, my best friend. But mom is my best friend. My mother has always been very consistent with her faith. I mean, she's just an amazing, I've never seen or heard anyone like her. And I know everybody loves their mother, and everybody says the same thing. But my mother does not watch the show. She can't tell you an episode of what's happening. If you put it on, she'll look at it, glance at it occasionally like that. But she never saw Dr. Rex. She never saw Piece of the Action. She just is not a TV or film person. She's into her Bible. She's a missionary. And she's into her Bible. She prays for people. She gives advice to people.
The Rock.
For everybody.
She's the Rock.
She hear about,
yeah.
Yes, that's where the thing, and I mean, it's initially it's very frustrating for me because I'm like, Mom, we're the top 10 show. The film with Denzel. Nothing. Hey, Chris Rock told me.
Oh my God.
My name's Chris. Okay, baby. Okay.
Right.
So,
wow.
This one, she said, I have a story. So then I started, like, okay, well, tell me about your life, and you realize, my God, man, I couldn't have survived and been in Mississippi in the 30s. I mean, she was born in 1931.
Me either.
That was a dead rock of racism. You couldn't get, people, brothers, black people hung every other day, okay? And my mother, that's where she was raised. She was raised in Mississippi. And there were no doctors, so they had to do the home remedies. You think, well, how do you survive the flu, pneumonia, and all of it? They just made up whatever came to them. That's what they used to get healed. So, and she was baptized at 9 years old. So her life is so rich and so full of faith. I mean, her faith, man, she put me to shame.
Wow. Wow. Right.
I mean, she has prayed for people, Ariella. The doctor said that was it.
Wow.
I can tell you 3 friends that they said that was it. Get your affairs in order. And my mother said, it ain't over yet.
Wow.
They said, baby.
That's right.
God has the final say.
That's exactly right.
I can tell you, they have baffled the doctors. They have baffled the doctors. And the doctors will tell you, we don't know why they're alive. But that's the type of faith she has,
Wow.
And so I was born in the womb of this praying mother, man. So that's why it was so important. I mean, again, I wish she would watch TV with me. I wish she would go to the movies with me.
Right.
I have a new movie coming out October 11th, Mirror, Mirror. It's a faith-based film. But my mom, she ain't gonna go.
Wow. Wow.
I mean,
and this book is available online on Amazon, right?
Mirror will be. It's gonna be out in the theaters.
Your book, Conversations with My Mother.
Oh, the book is on Amazon. Yeah, and I have my book, From Rise to Riches. My autobiography, From Rise to Riches, also available on Amazon.
So then let's kind of. Let's talk about that a little bit, because that's what I wanted to kind of get into next, with what were your upcoming projects and latest ventures. So one of them you mentioned was the movie. Tell us about the movie.
Yeah, Mirror, Mirror, and it's such a unique story, so I don't want to give it away, but I can tell you they have been showing it in major cities, special screenings, but now it'll be a national release like October 11th. But it's like nothing you ever seen in a faith-based film. So I just tell you that, and you just have to, one of the Tom Sizemore is a if you see his face and know his work, he's a well-known Italian actor. I don't know if he's Italian or Jewish, but he's worked with De Niro and all. He's one of the stars. And Vincent Ward is unknown, but Vincent Ward is like the star of it. And but I can't give it. I just said, trust me when I say, go and see this film, Mirror, Mirror. And on as far as other films, there's one called The Gods, and that's on primetime Amazon. And then another one called Earworm, that's also on primetime Amazon. And then I'm doing a documentary film and gospel play based on my book. I'm working on that as we speak. And I have some people interested, some investors that I have to get a package to. So I'm excited about that, because it's really about the faith. It's all pointing people to Christ. Because again, we are all, with all our fame, you can name them from, Beyonce, but everyone got limitations. Everybody got to go to that toilet paper, baby.
Okay. Keep it 1,000, Ernest. Keep it 1,000. Okay, when does Mirror, Mirror come out? When does this come out, that movie?
Mirror, Mirror will be October 11th.
Okay, and the other 2 films are out now, you said, on Prime Time Amazon.
Yeah, the gods on Amazon, and Earworm is also on Amazon. Yeah.
And you are inducted into the Hall of Fame. Can you tell us about that nomination and that award? And goodness.
Yeah. I was shocked. Yeah, the LA Music and Film Festival. Please, hey baby, give Uncle Frank, Lord Jesus, give me
Grandpa duties.
The LA Film and Music Festival. Yeah, they honoring me, Nikki Howard,
Auntie.
Beverly Todd. You said what you said about it?
Auntie Mickey.
I said Mickey. Auntie? Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
you noticed
Yeah.
Well, you know she was with Uncle Augie.
Right.
Where you think? Right. Yeah, where you think all the boys came from and stuff? B. Howard and all. Yeah.
Yeah, love Mickey. Love Mickey.
She deserves it. You deserve it.
And I just got an honorary doctorate degree as well. I just got an honorary doctorate degree.
What?
And that was last month. I couldn't go. Yeah, it was a big ceremony, Christian University, and they gave one to Howard Hewitt.
Yes.
Howard Hewitt, Don Lewis, and I couldn't make it. They had the gowns on, but I had to still dealing with the sciatic nerve thing. But so I'm Dr. Ernest Lee Thomas.
Oh my gosh! All right, Mr. Dr. Thomas. Dr. Thomas. Going to work.
So I was just, and I missed out on so many. Terry Crews had his 30th wedding anniversary. I couldn't go to that. Snoop Dogg invited me to his high school reunion, the 35th annual. I couldn't go to that.
But we gonna shout them out.
But I was just honored that people.
We just gonna shout them out today. Hey Terry Crews. Hey Snoop.
That's right. Hey Snoop. That's right. Yeah, man. Snoop loves me. Yeah, he reminds me just he's related, you know. And Terry, oh man, my God, man. So and Tupac loves Ernest Thomas.
Right.
I saw him and he just grabbed me and hugged me. And you have all these. You hear all the news about being a gangster and a thug, but hey, he loves Ernest Thomas.
Well, what's not to love?
I'm really blessed to met him.
What's not to love? And see, this brings me to my other question, my almost final question. But where can the fans find you on social media? And then what can we expect from King Ernest, Dr. Ernest L. Thomas in the future?
Okay, a good question. Yeah, because I do, have a lot of the friends on Facebook and Instagram, and people ask for advice or they ask me a question, and I answer, So it's Ernest L. Thomas on Facebook and Ernest L. Thomas on Instagram as well as Twitter. And but I give advice, and I'll give them if it's somebody that they need to meet, I'll say try this acting coach. I got some great acting coaches, So sometimes people just want, how do I make? I say, okay, you gotta study. So I'm gonna give you Jared Poindexter. He coached Oprah Winfrey for Cover Purple.
Wow.
You get no better than that,
Wow.
And then I have, of course, Todd Bridges of the Beverly Bridges, Betty Bridges. She taught, Regina King, Neil Long. So,
yeah, hey Regina.
And I got, and Dustin Felder, he taught all the Will's kids, So Will's son, and the daughter. So and then Gloria Gifford, she has a conservatory. She was discovered by Bill Cosby. This girl, she got a lot of people on TV. So, you got the greatest coaches. So I tell them, look, I'm gonna make sure if you just dedicate yourself, I'm gonna give you people that can really. If you just devote yourself, you'll be a force to be dealt with. So,
wow.
Yeah, Ernest L. Thomas, and I love to hear from them. They give me all the love. Or some things that you did, words that you say, a certain scene in the show. I love hearing all that.
Right. You should, because it's really a big deal to be Ernest L. Thomas. And with this being said, and you were touching on the advice that you give, can you please give some to a closing advice to any young person who wants to be an actor and author and follow in your footsteps, be on a hit TV show? What would you tell them?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I would tell you, first, put God first. And by putting God first and asking God for guidance, and then you write down a vision. I wrote down what I wanted, and anyone I wanted to meet, I would tear photos out of magazines, So when I wanted to meet Muhammad Ali, I would take a photo, and I met him. It ain't hoodoo. People go, I'm into witchcraft. That's asking God, but you need a vision, and the Bible talks about write the vision down. So putting God first, writing the vision down, acting as each day is your last day on earth, okay. And again, you will give you things to do, people to see, and social media now is a big thing. So back in '75 when I got here, that was not a biggie. Get your social media, keep that going, your social media thing, and remember, you are in charge. It was a time when the studios had to decide on your life and the record labels, but now, baby, start you a little YouTube channel and have you a little YouTube show, webisodes, and the studios are looking. They're looking. People have gotten deals just for putting up a little webisode, a little scene. We know that Justin Bieber, that's how he got discovered.
Wow.
With covers of famous songs that he didn't even write, and the rest is history. So keep your business in order. Make sure you get that social media together, get that following, going on. And when you get a show, make sure you tell people, write to whoever it is. Find out where they should write and tell people, look, either they have to do it on social media. I want y'all, all my fans, y'all love me, your friends, your mama, all of them. Look, y'all. Y'all can't just talk me up. You got to do. I want y'all to be active about it. So tell y'all say how much you love the show, how you love Ariella. You tell your friends to say the same thing, and say I want her back, and she's so good. And y'all pray for me. So
that's right.
That's your whole system.
Me too.
Going, and like you said, like-minded, like-spirit. Always have like-minded, like-spirit people around you. But putting God first. Again, asking God for guidance, a vision, then acting as each day is your last. Your feelings are traded to your soul. They know about how you feel. And like mind, like spirit. Anybody that's hates on you, say God bless you and God keep you. But when you get home, you put their name on a piece of paper, you put it in the garbage, you never speak on them again. You wish them all the best, but they're gone.
That's right.
Let God bring you new friends. You got to let them go. Because I don't care how long you've known them. This is Ariella's little friend. She has since she was 3 years old. They are the enemy, Ariella.
That's right.
Your dream. If they're not speaking the same thing, baby, about your dream, they got to go.
Woo! Speak on it. You just took us to church. I appreciate you, Ernest. You are amazing again, my friend, my dear longtime friend. We thank you again so much for taking your precious time out of your grandpa duties to stop by our little blue room by call-in. And we hope that if you're ever in Vegas that we can get you on a live interview out here in Vegas when you come down here.
I'm coming there.
Oh man, when are you coming down here?
So my friends are moving there. Well, my best friend, he's moving. He and his wife and baby, they're moving there in November.
Oh.
So now I have someone, I can go visit.
That's right.
And then now that you're there, so I have to speak.
That's it. There you go.
Yeah.
We need, we still got work to do in Vegas, so we got to talk about that. We got some stuff off the air that we gonna holler about, because we know we got to keep making these dreams come true.
Absolutely, baby, and I want all your dreams to come true, baby.
Oh, thank you, Ernest.
You are nothing but, baby, you are a light bulb. When I met you, I don't know much about the World Series, but I know spirits when I see them.
Okay.
I can't tell you about the World Series.
Okay, look, I'm right there with you. I know that's right.
You are light.
Oh.
Okay, all right.
Thank you, Ernest. God bless you, brother, again.
Right.
Thank you so much again for coming on. And hang on 1 second, okay? Let me go ahead and close, but you guys, that's our show for today. I want to thank you all so much for joining us today on the Ariella Blue Effect Artists Extraordinary People in Business Spotlight. As always, love yourself. Stay blessed. This is your girl, Ariella Esmeralda Blue. Until next Monday, y'all, on the Blog Talk Radio, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, y'all. We out. Peace.
Come on. Hey, Shirley. Wait the turn. Come on, Shirley.
Hey, Shirley, how about some service?
I'm coming.
Shirley, could you give us our check?
Well, hold on, fool. You ready to order?
Ready? Are you kidding?
Shirley, come on, we gotta go. Shirley, we've been ready for 15 minutes. Well, it's good practice. Practice for what? For the next 15 minutes.